Hello everyone, welcome to this Bold Reports tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to render a subreport in your React application using ASP.NET Core Web API services. A subreport is a report item that references another report and acts as a container to display one report within a main report. It allows you to reuse existing reports within other reports, display related data from different datasets, and organize complex reports into manageable sections. Subreports also enable dynamic content presentation, such as showing detailed information for each item in a summary report. Here, I have already designed my reports. The Employee Comparison Report acts as the main report, and Employee Details is the subreport. Before creating a React application for this demo, ensure your development environment is set up with Node.js and npm. I have already installed Node.js on my machine. Now, I need to install the Create React App package globally. So, I run this command to install it. This package provides a simple way to create a single-page React application with a ready-to-use build setup and no configuration required. Next, I will create a new React application by running this command and naming the app, React Report Viewer. Once the application is created, I need to install the necessary React class and packages. First, I change the directory to the application's root folder, and then run this command to install the type definitions for the Create React class. Next, I install the Bold Reports React package by running this command. I open the application folder in Visual Studio Code. Bold Reports requires the window.jQuery object to render the React components. So I create a globals.js file in the src folder and import jQuery into it. Similarly, I import the React library for building user interfaces, the Create React class library for defining components with a legacy API, and the React DOM library for rendering those components in the DOM. By assigning these imports to global variables, I'm ensuring that they are accessible throughout the application or in the browser console without needing to be imported repeatedly. I open the index.js file and import the globals.js file to it. Next, I need to import the Bold Report Viewer scripts and styles. To do this, I open the app.js file and use commented ESLint disable line to stop ESLint from checking my code, which helps avoid the Bold Report Viewer component is not defined error. Then, I copy the code from the documentation and add it. I create a viewer style variable to globally define a height and width. I remove the existing code within the app function and create a div element to serve as the container for the Bold Report Viewer on the web page. I assign a style to div element for a better user experience. Inside this div, I add the Bold Report Viewer component tag to render the report viewer. In this tag, I include the ID attribute and assign the value report viewer container, which specifies a unique identifier for the HTML element. The report viewer requires a web API service to process subreport files. There are two options for creating a web API service: ASP.NET Web API Service and ASP.NET Core Web API Service. For this demo, I have created an ASP.NET Core Web API Service on my local machine. I have linked the video on how to create the services application in the video description for your reference. I added Employee Comparison as the main report and Employee Details as the subreport to the Resources folder under the www root directory. To load these reports, I modify the onInit report options method. I add an if condition to check whether the subreport model property of the report option object is not null. If it is not null, the code inside the block executes. Otherwise, the else block runs. Inside the if block, I create a report path variable by combining the base path and the report name using report option.subreportModel.reportPath. I then create a file stream instance to open the employee details subreport file from the resources folder. I create a memory stream to store the report data and copy the contents of the file stream into it. This copy process prevents file access problems in the server while running the application. Finally, I assign the substream values to the report option.subreportModel.stream variable. Once I have finished the Web API service setup, I run it to generate a URL. This URL will be used in the report service URL property of the React application. Next, I move on to the React application and create the report service URL with the copied localhost URL and report path API parameter with the main report path. The ID attribute specifies a unique name for the HTML element. The report service URL, set to localhost, indicates that the service is running locally on the same machine as the application. The API/report viewer path is the API endpoint for the report viewer service. Now everything is ready to run the application. I execute this command, and the report begins loading in the browser. As you can see, the employee comparison main report has been rendered with the employee details subreport. In this video, I have shown you how to add the report viewer control to a React application and render a subreport in your application. To learn more about Bold Reports, you can visit boldreports.com. If you don't have a Bold Report subscription, you can try out the platform using the Try It Free option. If you prefer a demo from an expert, Request Demo lets you schedule one. If you found this video useful, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.